This is why you're getting played in dating. Even though you're kind, even though you show up with an open heart, even though you're sweet, responsive, and emotionally available, you're doing everything right. So why does it always end the same way? Breadcrumbs? Hot and cold? Confusion? You're left overthinking while he's off pretending nothing happened. Here's what no one tells you. The reason you're getting played isn't because you're too soft. It's because manipulative men see softness as an opportunity. They think you're the easy target, they think you're flattered by crumbs, they think they've got you figured out. But in this video, we're flipping the script without losing your softness. Because the underestimated it girl, she doesn't confront the red flags, she lets them reveal themselves. Welcome back to Golden It Girl, where glow-up psychology meets it girl dating strategy. Today, we're unlocking the power of understated feminine energy and how to use it to filter for high-quality men without even lifting a finger. This video is part of my high-caliber love codes series, so make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cover next. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to show up soft without being walked on, let manipulative men disqualify themselves fast, and attract quality men who see your sweetness as strength, not weakness. And if you're ready to level up your standards and dating strategy even further, download the It Girl Rules of Dating ebook. Inside, you'll find 25 non-negotiable rules that every it girl uses to protect her energy, date with confidence, and attract men who actually rise to meet her. Think of it as the playbook that keeps you from wasting another minute on men who can't keep up. Download your copy at goldenitgirl.com. It's the rulebook your future self will thank you for following. Okay, now let's get into it. Here's the truth most sweet women don't hear enough. You're not getting played because you're sweet and kind. You're getting played because manipulative men mistake your kindness for naivety. Mr. Breadcrumb sees softness and thinks, this will be easy. He thinks you're grateful for his attention and crumbs, but what he doesn't realize is that you're just observing and that your new motto is ABCD, always be collecting data. That soft smile, it isn't approval, silly, it's data collection. And the minute your nervous system doesn't feel safe, you're gone. Here's the thing about manipulative men. They often test how desperate or available you might be right after the first date, especially if you're beautiful, soft-spoken, or sweet. But it's not always about you, it's about how they've learned to operate in dating, often from a place of insecurity, fragile ego, wounded masculinity, or emotional immaturity. They don't test you to see if you pass with flying colors. They test to see if you'll fail yourself and what crumbs you'll accept. Let's break down why they do this. Number 1, they want to know if you'll chase so they don't have to. Low-effort men and men in their wounded masculine are looking for the easiest possible path to validation, attention, or intimacy. So after a first date, they test to see, will she rearrange, accommodate, or be available for a last-minute date? Will she take over the pursuit and come to me? Is she emotionally invested already so I can just coast? If you jump to accommodate, they don't respect it. They just mentally move you into the low-effort needed category and put you on the back burner. Number 2, they associate softness with insecurity or weakness. If you're sweet, feminine, and open, they assume you must also be emotionally vulnerable, craving connection, easier to manipulate, and less likely to walk away. It's messed up, but manipulators often assume, the softer she is, the more I can get away with. They see your kindness as a green light to test your boundaries. Number 3, they think most women are starved for connection. They've seen how many women overlook the red flags and stick around for crumbs. They've gotten away with minimal effort before, so they assume you're just like the others until you prove you're not. This is exactly why soft but high-standard women confuse them. You smile sweetly, lean back, and then disappear, and they're shook. These are not men in their healthy masculine. They don't want to build something real. They want to feel desired without doing the work. They run a script, and they think they've got you figured out. You show up sweet, warm, open-hearted, and they assume this will be easy. They rely on fast intimacy, surface-level charm, vague compliments, and just enough effort to keep you questioning. They see your softness as vulnerability. But here's what happens next. Because they've underestimated you, they get sloppy fast. They default to their old tricks like last-minute plans, inconsistent energy, vague communication, and minimal effort. And you gave them just enough leeway to expose themselves. Because this time, you're not over-explaining. You're not asking where it's going. You're not begging for more consistency or better communication. You're not saying anything at all. You just start pulling back sweetly and quietly. Now he's texting and not getting the responses he's used to. Now your responses are extremely delayed and light as air. Suddenly he's spiraling, and for the first time he starts wondering, wait, am I being breadcrumbed? Was she ever even into me? And before he can figure it out, you ghost and block, because manipulators are only powerful when they feel smarter than you. But the underestimated woman lets them think that, so they reveal their entire playbook faster than they realize. Here's how the underestimated it girl moves. She leads with softness. She's warm, she's sweet, and she lets him feel like he's in control. She mirrors, but if he's gone cold, she's colder. If he's vague, she's busy. If he's last minute, she has other plans. She never over-explains or writes novels. If he doesn't step up, she doesn't correct him. She just steps back. She lets the wrong men get sloppy and disqualify themselves. No drama, no long speeches, just softness and silence. This strategy is powerful because you don't have to test them. They reveal themselves by the way they're testing you. You don't burn yourself out asserting dominance. You sit back and observe and stay in your feminine. It keeps your nervous system regulated while you filter for emotional maturity. This is quiet power. This is how soft women win without ever raising their voice. And this is what happens. The manipulators slip up fast and start cutting corners because they think they've got you wrapped around their finger. But the good men lean in. They cherish your softness because they recognize softness not as weakness, but as something to value. Now here's the plot twist. The right man in his healthy masculine doesn't see your sweetness as something to exploit. He sees it as something to protect. He's not threatened by your softness. He feels inspired to rise to it. Because grounded, emotionally mature men are tired of chaos, attracted to calm, soft, and feminine, and magnetized to women who don't perform, chase, or explain. They don't breadcrumb. They pursue, plan, and show up consistently. And they cherish the softness you never had to weaponize. If you've ever felt like being kind made you a target, let this be your reminder. You don't need to become harder. You don't need to yell, chase, or defend. You just need to stay soft. And stop explaining yourself to people who don't deserve access to you. Because the underestimated it girl never shows her cards. She just watches, and when it's time to fold, she vanishes. Let the wrong ones wonder if they got breadcrumbed. Let the right ones show up without you asking. Let softness be your strategy, not your downfall. If you loved this video, I created something just for you. The Soft Reset is my 7-day glow-up guide for women who want to reinvent their love life without losing their softness. You can find it at goldenitgirl.com, where you can also find my curated seasonal picks to elevate your style, beauty, and it girl energy. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about softness? Thanks for watching Golden It Girl. See you next time with even more glow-up psychology and it girl strategy. And as always, keep growing and glowing, and I'll see you in the next video.